Welcome, this is the DBMS question practical session. In this video, I'm going to discuss the 48th question. In this question, there are some modifications to do in the database we have created previously, which is the DBMS school DB. And we can see in the first one, we have to change the first name of the fifth student of this student ID card to Amanda and make the relevant query for that. So we have to use the DDL queries. So I'm going to use the command line client of the MySQL, and for the second one we have to update those details of the teacher ID whose ID is 2, and for the third one we have to search for the Ruwan Rajapaksa teacher ID. For the Ruwan Rajapaksa teacher ID using the teacher table, we have to select the teacher ID. And for the fourth one, we have to find the teacher ID of the teachers who teach science to do search table. Teacher has subject tables and create the relevant query for that. And we have to create a view name, view subject, with view all the subjects and use the subject table for that to create that query. So let me start this question. I'm going to use the command line client MySQL. So I'm going to enter my password. Now I'm inside of this MySQL command line. I'm going to enter the first query. We have to change the first name of this student whose ID is 5. I'm going to change. So we can see the row has changed, and we can see now in the fifth student, first name has changed for Amanda, and that is for the first one. For the second one, we have to update some details of the student teacher table whose ID is 2, and we have to use the update query again. So this is the query I'm going to execute. Now it has executed, so we can see the table, teacher table. You can see for the second one, Kamal, mail, and the contact number is this, kamal@gmail.com. so these are the details we have updated. So we have to, in the third one, we have to search the teacher for Ruwan Rajapaksa. I'm going to select. So that is the query to find all details of this teacher, whose name is Ruwan Rajapaksa. You can see we got the whole row of this teacher, but we just need only the teacher ID. We can see now when I execute, we just got the teacher ID, which is 3, and that is for the third one. And for the fourth one, we have to find the teacher ID of the teachers who teach science. To do this, we have to search the teacher table, and the teacher has subject table. So I'm going to first take the all details of the teacher has subject table. I'm going to select all from teacher has subject. You can see now I got the all details. And for the science subject, the science subject ID should be 3. So I'm going to just take the ID 3 and just take the IDs of the teachers. So you can see all the teachers where the subject ID is 3, and now I'm going to only narrow it into the teacher's ID. Yeah, I'm going to give the column name, which is teacher ID. We just need only the teacher ID. We can see I got the teacher IDs of the teachers who teaches science subject as the subject they teach, and that is for the fourth one. And for the fifth one, we have to create a view name view subject with view to view all the subject. use the subject or table for that create relevant query. So we have to create the we can see the query in our database. I am going to refresh. We can see now there's a new view. All the subjects are shown in that view. So that is for the 5th one as well as for the 48th question. And thank you for watching.